welcome back to the channel and there's nothing. I'm Jem and let's get to it. So today we are making a cake and answering stuff from the TMI tag because why not? I thought it would be fun and I don't just want to sit there and answer questions. I want to be doing something, so that something is making a cake. And so we're gonna get into it. We have our butter, it's margarine, and we've got our eggs, we've got our milk, we've got our bowl, and we've got our measuring devices. So we're gonna jump on in and get some questions up in a second. Icing, actual cake. Oh my god, how did that happen? I've just gotten half the cake on the bench. Everyone don't panic, it's fine. Mistakes happen, we just cover them up and pretend they didn't. No mistakes here, everything is fine. We keep saying everything's fine, everything will be fine. Is why you bake alone, so then no one knows all the mistakes you made. And just like that, the evidence of fucking up is gone. First question in this tag is, what are you wearing? I'm wearing, you know, things. Ironically, not even ironically, funnily enough, this is what I used to wear to uni, and I thought I was so cool. I'd wear Converse and like a cardigan. In fact, I wore so many cardigans that at one stage my sister called me Betty Cooper for so long because I used to wear my hair back in a very tight ponytail and I wore cardigans, and she was like, you look like Betty Cooper out of the Netflix show of Riverdale, but okay. So it's like 180 of this. But we're just gonna eyeball it, and it kind of doesn't matter so long as the mixture's not too liquidy. Now you can use water for this, but all like using milk, so that's what we're using. Now the next question in the tag is, have you ever been in love? And I think I thought I was. Back in the day when I was young and a fool. I think I thought I was. But yes, it was not a good, it was a toxic relationship. I didn't want to admit it at the time to myself, but I think I knew that's what it was. Again, we just eyeball with the butter and stuff because we don't know. And so long as the thing's not too liquidy, we're okay. People always judge me how much butter I use in this, but you gotta use a lot of butter. It's baking. The next question is, have you ever had a terrible breakup? And yes, I've had multiple from the same person because I just didn't know when to learn my lesson. I was stupid. Okay, we need 3 eggs. Wow, that seems like a lot. And I've just realized I need a tin. Okay, I guess we're making cupcakes. Oh, no, we've got a tin. Oh my god, we love that. It's gonna be a square cake. That's fine. I don't love squares. I do love symmetrical circles always. So, we'll see how this goes. That's Glad wrap. We need baking paper. The next question in the tag is, how tall are you? Am I like 5 foot, I don't know, 2 or something? I'm not exactly sure how tall I am. Pretty short, you know. And I'm okay with that, because it means I can have ladders to reach higher things, and it's great. Ooh, I should probably preheat the oven. Do you think that's a good idea? I don't know. Yes. Yes. Fan baked. 180-ish. That's fine, isn't it? That's shut properly. You know what, you can just come out. Be there. There we go. I need to cut a square for the base. And I need scissors. Oh my goodness. Why do I suck at this? Whew. What is there? Okay, look. There we go. Always put baking paper on the bottom, because then the cake won't stick. And then you can just cut. Yeah, you don't care. Anyway, I cared enough to show you how it worked. The next question is, how much do you weigh? I have no idea and I don't care. Have any tattoos? I do. I've got about 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 tattoos. I've got flowers here on my wrist for my little cat Pepper, who passed away. She got cancer, and these were the flowers that she like lay in outside all the time. So it's kind of like not super obvious, and I kind of wanted something subtle for her, so she was always with me. Then I got a dragon because I was that mythical kid at school that loved mythology, hence why the phoenix as well. Then up here I've got one of those classic doves. Then I've got my rose tattoo, which I can't show you that much. Then I've got a cassette tape. Everyone was just like, why do you want this? It makes no sense. It was just a subtle music thing. And I did have cassettes when I was younger. Admittedly, they were of nursery rhymes, but I still know what they are. Heaps of people are just like, do you know what this is? I'm like, I'm not stupid. And then I got my lion, because it's my favorite animal at the zoo. And then I have my sun, which is my matching tattoo with my sister. And I love tattoos. I want more. It's money and time that I don't have. Any piercings is the next one. I have a few. I've got 2 sort of lobe piercings. And then I have, I don't know what this is, like a helix. Is that a helix? I have no idea. And then I've got my industrial bar, which I love. It's my favorite one. And then I got my nose piercing, which is also one of my favorites as well. Okay. Now we've got to mix this all up. But before I do that, what is the next question? OTP. Ooh, I do love Cora and Asami, but I also love Annabeth and Percy. I also love Jake and Amy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Look, there's a lot. anything that's really wholesome, or there's one that's really smart and the other one's kind of like, they're like, like, you know, how Amy is very smart and Jake is, it's not that he's dumb, but he's just smart in a different way. Like, Amy's very textbook and he's very like, you know, childlike in some ways. It's not a bad thing. I think it's cute, and how it, like, probably not in real life, but in a fictional sense, I like it. Favorite show? I don't know. I really love She-Ra. Anything that's really cute and wholesome, I will watch it. I do love cartoons. Favorite band? Don't have one. Kind of will listen to anything. Love musicals. Something you miss? I miss back in the day when life was bloody fucking simple. That's what I miss. I wish that I didn't have to worry about money and like, you know, getting a high paying job to like have the life that I want to live. Like, yeah, I miss simplicity. Favorite song? Anything from a musical, literally. How old are you? I'm 24. Now I'm gonna blend this up because I feel like I've answered a lot of questions.
2 hours later.
There she is, the mixture. I wish it would stop focusing on my face. Aha! Hacked the system. Okay, so that mixture's all done now. What is the next question? What is your zodiac sign? I am a Libra on like the normal zodiac. If we're talking about the Chinese zodiac, I am an ox, and I'm proud of both those things. When I was younger, I was not, but I like the things that they represent. I like how Libra is very balanced, and ox are seen as like very like, you know, strong-willed people. Again, they like cross over and are quite similar in a lot of ways, but I'm proud of being both those things. A quality you look for in a partner. I don't know, someone who is there for me, and I don't know, cares about me in the same way that I care about them. Favorite quote. It is one from Merlin, and it was something Morgana said. It's like, sometimes you got to do what's right and damn the consequences. Favorite actor? Ooh, I don't know. I have a few. I have more ones that I have problems with. I do love Kate McGrath though. She's amazing. Anything she's in, I love it. Favorite color? It's like a tie between three. I love pink, blue, and yellow. In pastel. Anything pastel, amazing to me. Loud music or soft music? I think it depends on the mood. Loud music is like, you know, when you're in a very bad mood and you just need something to like fuel that flame a little bit. Soft music is like generally when I'm sad, or on a day-to-day basis, honestly. Where do you go when you're sad? I don't know, within myself. I don't really, I don't know, there's not really many places to retreat, I guess. So yeah, just in my bedroom, in bed kind of thing. How long does it take for you to take a shower? I don't know. I guess it depends on like, is it just a quick shower? Is it like, it's like all the showers you can do in The Sims. Like, is it a thoughtful one? Is it a hot shower after you've been on like on a run? Or is it like a shower to wash your hair? Is it like, too many questions. Like, I would say like 15 minutes to like half an hour probably, normally. So yeah, I don't know. It depends on the type of shower I want, you know? Okay. It's going to be interesting how this cake turns out. Okay, I think we got all the batter in there. There's the cake and it's going in the oven. It says it needs to bake for about 45 minutes. But I'm gonna put it on a half-an-hour timer and then check it because I'm wise and smart. I was gonna say swat and I was like, that is not a word. Okay, timer is set and let's answer some more of these questions. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? Depends on the day. If I wake up really tired, it takes me so much longer to do my makeup and my eyebrows and just everything. But then it also depends, how ready do I want to be? Is it getting ready for work? Is it getting ready to meet a friend? Because those are two different things in my mind. So I'm gonna say about like half an hour to like 45 minutes, maybe a little bit longer if I want to put in the effort. Have you ever been in a physical fight? I don't know, don't think so. I think probably the last thing that I could consider a physical fight was probably in primary school, and I shoved someone because they were being mean. I didn't get in trouble for it because it wasn't really like, it wasn't like a physical thing and they didn't do anything to like react back, they just ran away. But yeah, shoved someone. Turn on. I don't know. Anything? Turn off. Someone who, ooh, I don't know, like, because my part of me is just like my ex, that is a massive turn off to me. Anything like that person, just no. And I've seen so many people like him that I'm just like, like, you know, it just makes you want to just like, you know, vomit. That classic stereotypical, like, has tattoos, thinks they're the best thing since sliced bread. That's a massive turn off to me. Anyone like that, doesn't matter what their gender is, just no. No, no, no. The reason you joined YouTube, I think I've said this in past videos where I was like very insecure person and didn't really like talk to that many people. I still am kind of that way. In a way, it's more like I'm introverted and like won't really like, you know, didn't like at the time didn't really start up many conversations, but now it's quite different. Yeah, I started it to feel like more like myself in my own shell, like being okay with that. And then also because I like really wanted to like share my music with people, wanted to like talk about books, and then like later on down the line, like I've obviously started like playing games, which is like really fun. It's nice to have like an outlet and a hobby and just to be like, you know, so like, you know, focused on doing something. Because I really just don't really have much like structure in my life, and this brings structure and I like it. Fears, just so many things. I do not like anything scary. I am scared of everything, which yeah, it's not a good thing. I'm scared of like the reasoning I told people like at work, because we were talking about horror movies and I'm just like, I do not do horror. I just can't. And they're just like, why can't you do horror? And I'm like, I just like the whole like, you know, psychological thrillers and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. You know, things based on real like stories, yeah, okay, can do that, you know, murders happened or whatever like that. That I can base in reality, and I'm like, yes, these terrible things happen. And my mind is like, yep, okay with that. But then as soon as you bring in like, you know, murders happening in a town and a werewolf was involved or a vampire is involved, my mind is just like, well, is that thing real? Like, and it just spirals from there being like, I am frightened of everything, just no. Anything sort of like phantological, I'm like, oh no, can't do. The last thing that made you cry, I don't know. I literally have no idea. I cannot remember the last time I cried. The last time you said you loved someone. I don't know, I told my mum I loved her this morning when I was on the phone to her. Does that count? I don't know. We're gonna make it count anyway. The meaning behind your YouTube name. Okay, I think I've explained this one a few times too. So Gem is here. The is here means nothing. It's just, you know when you were a kid and you were like, insert your name here, was here. So it's a bit like that. But the Gem comes from a book series that I really liked. It was a trilogy by Cassandra Clare. And so Gem is one of the characters in that book. And I just felt like, I don't know, I just really connected with him as a character. I really liked him. And he was just very humble and nice. And I felt like Becky, which is my actual name, is here. Didn't sound as good as Gem. And so I just replaced my name out with Gem. Even though I jump between the two names on the channel. So like, if you hear me talking about Becky, that is myself. If you hear me talk about Gem, that is also me. So there we go. Cleared that up. Oh God. The last book you read. The last book I read is Crooked Kingdom. I did not love it. One of my favorite characters died in it, so I had my issues with that. I really wanted to get like the dregs tattoo of the crow and the glass, and I was like, yes, I really want that tattoo. And now I am hesitant to get it because my favorite one on the crew bloody died. I mean, they weren't my favorite, but they were up there in the top 3, so I'm upset. The book that you are currently reading. I'm not currently reading it, but I am thinking about reading King of Scars, which is kind of like the next book, I guess, chronologically in that world. And it follows the story of Nikolai, or King Nikolai, and Nina's in it as well. So I'm very interested to read it and see what happens in it. But I've heard that people have their issues with it, so I don't know. The last show that you watched. Friends. I haven't finished it, but it's kind of like it's in tow with another one, which is Married at First Sight, the Australian version. Oof. This is the most hectic season I've watched. And I'm not, yeah, oof. There's so many problematic people in that show. I mean, I love watching it. Like, it's drama and trash, and it's God tier in that zone. But yeah, it's issued. It's got issues. Last person you talked to, my mum, this morning, like, yeah, wasn't really wasn't anyone important. The last person the relationship between you and the last person you texted. Well, who was the last person I texted? My mum. This morning. Nothing, you're not gonna find anything saucy in my text messages, it's just my mum. Messenger, you're gonna find completely different story there. Favorite food, ooh, anything with carbs. Like, I love my pasta, I love my pizza. I love mashed potato. I don't know if that counts. I love steak. Oh, yeah, any of those things, way to my heart, guys. A place you want to visit, so many places. I feel like New Zealand is kind of like top of my list because that feels like the most realistic place to visit right now because of like COVID and yeah. But I really want to go there. Like, it looks so pretty and like there's so many things to do, and yeah, just want to travel again. I miss traveling. But yeah, I really want to go to Singapore again. I love it there. It's like one of my favorite places in the world. I really want to go to America, but that seems like, yeah, again, just with everything that's happening in the world is so sad, and just so many bad things happening, and yeah, doesn't feel very safe at the moment. Last place you were. I think that means the last place I traveled to, which would have been, I don't know, overseas it would have been Singapore, and then here it would have been Brisbane. Do you have a crush? Oh my god, yes. Last time you kissed someone, it was a few months ago. That's a lie. It was last month sometime. The last time you were insulted, I don't know, every day with the siblings I have. Favorite flavor of sweet. What does that mean? Like, your favorite sweet? Look, anything Coke flavored, I'm there for. Like lollipop, Chupa Chup, love it. What instruments do you play? I play the guitar, the ukulele, and the bass, which are all like, you know, within the branch of the guitar, which is like why it was so easy to like jump from one to the other, because it's very, very similar. Bass is like the only one that's kind of like a bit different, and then ukulele, like I didn't really need lessons for that. I just sort of picked it up and looked up chords and stuff. It was really fun. I really want to learn how to play the piano and the drums. Like I've always wanted to learn to play the drums, which is like, people are just like, oh, I don't think you really learned to play the drums. I'm like, oh, you kind of do, but I don't have a drum set, and I feel like I would get in so much trouble if I did own a drum set. So yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen. Favorite piece of jewelry? My rings, which I'm not wearing because I was baking. Yes, I love them. They're my favorite things. So I have 3 that I normally wear on these fingers, and then I have 2 on these ones. So this one is my September birthstone. This one is like a ring that I share. Well, I don't share, but my mum and my sister have the same ring, so it's like a matching ring. Then I've got the infinity knot, like for this one. And then I have like what I call my fantasy ring, which is kind of like, it looks like vines are around the ring. And then I have just a very simple like ring with like some little dazzly bits in it, and I like them all. And I want more, but it's like, I don't know, like it's just like, I don't know if I'd get one for my pinky, like tempting, and then I don't know if I'd get ones for my thumbs, because I've worn rings on my thumbs before and it just gets uncomfortable like writing things down, so I don't know if I would do that. Okay, last sport you played. I don't know, I did weights the other day. I don't think that counts as a sport. So it's been a long time since I played a sport. My favorite sport to play is netball. Yes, but I can't handle with the bitchiness that comes along with it, so that's why I don't play anymore. And also I like playing with like friends as well. I don't like playing with random people, and I'm not good at making friends. Your favorite chat up line? Ooh, I don't know. I'm not very good at them, so I didn't really use them at all. I'm very okay with just existing and not using them, because some of them are just so cringe. So like I know there's a few like book ones, like, you know, it's just like, oh, are you a library book, because I keep checking you out. But yeah, would never use that in real life. Only as a joke I'd ever use that, and I feel like, yeah, no. Yeah, the next question is like, have you ever used it? No, and I don't plan to. Last time you hung out with anyone? I mean, like, yeah, hang out with some people. Feels like, you know, you never have the time. You're always at work or exhausted from work or in between jobs. Who should answer these questions next? I don't know. Anyone who wants to. Is that all of them? That's all of them. Anyway, this has been me baking a cake and doing the TMI tag. I hope you have enjoyed it. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway guys, I'll see you next time. Please like, subscribe, because that is always nice, and goodbye.